Please be seated. Good morning and welcome again to today's commencement ceremony. As you're well aware, we're here to honor our 2023 graduating class of seniors, and what a group of seniors it is. Would you do something for me, please? Take a moment to silence any phones that you have with you so that those are done. And would you please join me in standing for the national anthem sung by members of our a cappella choir. Again, please be seated. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce this year's ASB President, Mr. Owen Rinker.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the Associated Student Body President, it is my pleasure to thank you for being here today. Welcome to the Grande High School commencement of 2023. Yeah? Yeah? Heck yeah. Every day is a great day to be a Tiger, but today is extra special. Things have been flying by these past few weeks leading up to today, so I wanted to ask everyone to quickly just take a deep breath and soak in this moment. Look around a little bit. Locate those special teachers, LHS staff members, and most importantly, your families. Let's take this time to recognize some people that helped us get here, because we could have never done it without them. Maybe wave, maybe a point, or smile at them. However you want to. Just let them know you appreciate them and all they have done for us. I would like to thank Superintendent George Mendoza and Board Member Randy Shaw for joining us here today. Now, please help me welcome Board Representative and someone whose support I personally am thankful for, Mr. Randy Shaw.
Thank you, Owen. I am truly going to miss you. Hello, graduates, parents, staff members, family, and friends. My name is Randy Shaw, and I am the current board chair of Grande School District. Our school board is very proud of you all and happy for you all in reaching this accomplishment. I am also the parent of 2 LHS graduates, and I know that it takes a great deal of time, energy, and sacrifice to get to this very important day. For me, it is a privilege and a great honor to be here with all of you for the opportunity to address our graduates. As we celebrate and congratulate our graduates for this important milestone in life, I would like to also take a moment to acknowledge our faculty, teachers, administrators, parents, guardians, and friends who supported our students and made this day possible. Thank you. I want to also thank everyone for persevering these last 3.5 school years. I appreciate all of the time and effort that went into being in school, transitioning to packet-based learning, then online learning, then back to school while creating safe work and class environments, and then bringing students back into the schools full-time. I do not think many other students have had to go through so much to finally get to this graduation ceremony. It has truly been a team effort for everyone that is part of this school district: students, staff, families, and community members. There were likely many unexpected lessons learned during these last 3.5 years. I believe you were all forced to learn patience, resilience, self-discipline, and how to care for yourself as well as for the people around us in ways we didn't need to before. So, as you look back, reflect on the challenges you have faced, think about the growth you have made, remember that you know how to face adversity and overcome. New York Times best-selling author of The Happiness Advantage, Sean Aker, indicates the following: the most successful people see adversity not as a stumbling block, but as a stepping stone to greatness. This means that sometimes we could become the best version of ourselves when we go through hard things. I would not be the person I am if I did not go through adversity as well. So graduates, no matter where your journey started, you have made it here today. Keep finding ways to deal with the problems, find solutions, and keep moving forward in life. When you get the opportunity, I ask that you find ways to serve in this community or in the communities where you choose to live. Our world needs talented, smart, creative, resilient, and tough people to take care of us and solve problems. I wish you all the best in whatever is next for you, because I'll be rooting for you. Thank you. I'd like to introduce your superintendent, Mr. George Mendoza.
Okay, thank you, Randy Shaw. Congratulations to our honored graduates, their supportive family, our Grande School District family of caring staff as well. On behalf of the Grande School District and our Board of Directors, I welcome each of you to celebrate the graduation of Grande High School Class of 2023. There are many who have made it possible for our graduates to be here this morning, and in honor of these great people, I want to do a special recognition. If you're a mother, father, brother, or sister of a person that's graduating today, please stand up and remain standing. Mother, father, brother, or sister, let's give them a hand. Remain standing, please. Remain standing. If you are a family member or a friend of a person that's graduating, please stand up. Family member or a friend, please stand up. Remain standing. If you are a staff member in our school district, please stand up. Let's give them a hand. All right. And if you are a student that's graduating today, please stand up. All right. All right, remain standing. I did this last year, and I felt like I think I'm going to keep doing things like this because I like energy, and I like things that build pride, And I think we need that in life as often as possible. Energy and pride are good things to have, especially as you go through hard things. So when I do this, when I say go Tigers, after I say go Tigers, you say go Tigers. So let's practice one time. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. All right. I love that. You guys can sit down now. You guys can sit down now. And I hope that when you come back to LeGrande, every time you come back to LeGrande, you think go Tigers. You think LeGrande School District. You think your family. You think of your community. You think of your friendships. You think of your experience. This is a great place to grow up. This is a great place to raise kids. This is a great school district for a lot of things that it's able to offer our students. And my hope is that you've experienced something like that. So I'm gonna give you some 3 things that usually happen when you're going to graduate. Number 1, you reflect. Number 2, it's a time of transition. And the last one is you're gonna probably think about goals. Like, what's your next thing in life? So you reflect on your experience. You're in that time of transition. What am I gonna do next? And then you gotta probably think about goals. So I want you to think about these things. So today's a special day. You'll probably remember this day for the most of your life. I mean, you'll always remember the day you graduated. That's just how it works. This is a special milestone, and it'll be a time of reflection for you, a time where you think about, what did I do in high school? How was I as a student? What kind of experiences did I have? Did I play sports? Did I do clubs? Did I do music? Did I do art? What did I do? Did I make a difference in school? Did I have a good experience? Did I help others? Do I still have those friendships that I created? Those are things that happen during this time. So I want you to reflect on your life as a student. That's part of what you should be doing today. Okay, and as you transition, it's also a time where you should feel alive. You're most alive, because now you're becoming much more of an adult, much more of an independent person. What am I going to do? What is my future like? So think about your talents. Think about your skills, your interest, and your passions, and start to make choices about that and start to live life in alignment to that. It's also a time to let go of the past. So the past is the past. There's not much you can do about it. You can learn from it, you can accept it, you can acknowledge it, but it's time to go forward. Now is not that time. Now it's this time, and it's going this way time. So think about that for your future. I want you to think about your talents and your skills, and wherever you go, I want you to explore people, explore places, explore new things, do those types of things while you consider your talents and your skills. Okay, so now I want you to think about some goals. So it's graduation time. It's time for you to understand your aspirations. What is your best future? And how do you accomplish your best future? It means that you need to be responsible and take action to create your best life. Like, the only way things work out is when you decide that it's going to work out and you take the action. There's a popular leadership author and speaker named Brian Tracy. He states this about goals. Goals in writing are dreams with deadlines. Goals in writing are dreams with deadlines. So if you want to reach your goals or your best life, write down your dreams. Write down your dreams. Write some of the steps that it takes. List some of the action that you will take and set a date. If you want to know, and if I would just say this too, great to have goals, great to write them down, great to know action, great to know steps. You need persistence and determination. Like, you need to persist. Things are hard. That's normal. Things aren't easy. That's normal. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. That's normal. But you need persistence and determination to reach anything that you're trying to accomplish, because it's not easy. Regardless, I urge you to follow the steps that I just gave you. So write down your goals, write down the steps, take action, be persistent. Things will work out in your life. So I'm going to leave you with this. Go Tigers. All right. One more thing. When you get a chance, I love what Owen just said. Reach out to those people that got you here today. So whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, whether it's your grandparents, whether it's uncles or aunts or brothers and sisters, send them a note. Give them a phone call. Tell them you're thankful for them. Do something kind that lets them know that you appreciate what they've done for you or you appreciate them in your life. I'm going to tell you this last thing about gratitude or appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation leads to a happy life. Being thankful for what you have, it's hard to be mad when you're thankful. It's hard to be mad or sad when you have gratitude. Have gratitude and appreciate and reflect on things and think about that often as well. And let people know today how much they mean to you. That would be a good thing. On behalf of LaGrande School District and LaGrande School Board, I congratulate you for your achievements, and I wish you only success. Go Tigers! All right. I'd like to welcome our high school band, instructed by Mr. Alex Justice, to play a special number for us today, followed by Mr. Eric Freeman. Thank you.
Thank you, band members and Director Justice. At this time, it is with great pride that we would like to recognize our military graduates. As I read your name, would you please stand? Ryan Jones, U.S. Army. Daniel Christ, U.S. Army. Danny Moutsinides, U.S. Marine Corps. Braden Tucker, Army National Guard. Rogan Black, U.S. Air Force. And last but not least, Ava Wolf, the U.S. Naval Academy. Well, thank you again, everyone, for being here this morning. I need you to know that I've had the wonderful pleasure of getting to know this group both in and outside of the classroom. I have said it before to this group. They have done amazing things over the course of their 4 years here at Grande High School. I heard Director Randy Shaw, Board Member Randy Shaw, talk about resiliency with you. And resiliency will have everything to do with your future success. It'll have to do with your future success in your communities, and it will have much to do with your success as parents someday. Although the door to LHS is closing today, I remind you that there are many golden opportunities and doors that remain open for you to seize those challenges, and I know you'll do just that. Congratulations on this milestone. Principal Brett Baxter is unable to be here today in person, and this was not an easy decision by any means, and I know he is really struggling to not be here. With that said, he would like to share a few thoughts for our senior class as they close this chapter at LHS.
As you can tell, I am not able to be with you today in person. And many of you already know that I have two of my own sons who are graduating today in a gym just like this across the valley. And even though these graduation activities and moments are one of my absolute favorite things to be part of in all that we get to do in high school, I'm where I need to be with my family and celebrating just like all of you in this singular moment. And since I have the mic now, and you can't give me the hook off the stage, seniors, I have prepared a scintillating speech. It's about 18 minutes long, so just stick with me here. I would like to start by analyzing the 3 longest soliloquies that Shakespeare wrote. I'm kidding. All right, but in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, Cassius, all of you have read this, Cassius, one of the main conspirators, tries to convince Brutus that he has the ability to determine his own fate. He says, "Men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves that we are underlings." Now, if you would have asked me during my senior year where I would end up today, 34 years later, I likely would have said either in prison or dead. Now, does that surprise any of you? I hope it does. Now, I can't speak for all of you, but what each and every one of us knows is that we each travel our own paths, and we take on our own challenges, and we learn and grow at our own rates. We make little choices every day, all day long, and those in the aggregate make us who we are. There's no way around it. What you think, what you do, what you value, what you prioritize, and actually these things determine the outcome of your life. That is a powerful thought. Think of the control that you have of your own development and success and even happiness. An oft quoted recipe for this is sow a thought, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. Let me leave all of you with this one thought. Every day, all day, we make choices, and each one of us. And sometimes those decisions are based on our emotions, sometimes our appetites, sometimes our priorities, sometimes even our addictions, and sometimes our deeply held values. All of those choices are adding up every day to determine our character, our development, and even our destiny. So never give up that power that you have to choose your actions. It is yours alone. Congratulations, 2023 seniors. Have a wonderful day with your family and friends, and then go be good. No, be better. Actually, be the best.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Baxter. I'd like to introduce you our senior class president, Mr. Jack Sunderman.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. We've all worked for the last 12 years towards something that seemed miles away, but then we blinked and are all here today for one last time. I want to extend my thanks to the teachers, family, and friends that pushed all of us to get to this stage today. Most of my core memories reside with all of you that are here today, and even though we won't be able to make many more memories through our journey through high school, nobody can take away the memories we made and the fun that we had. We may not be considered a COVID class anymore, but we all experienced something that was historic. After a full year of virtual high school, no dances, and sports with masks, we are extremely grateful that we got to experience our senior year free of restrictions. None of that would have been possible if it weren't for the push from all of us to bring high school back to the way it should be, with every possible opportunity to have fun and represent our school. But that's just the spirit of our graduating class, being eager to compete in any way possible. In all of my time with my class, though, nothing taught me more than the time I got to spend with my friends. Whether it was passing the time during COVID or finding something to do on those dog days of summer, having them there with me made everything seem a little better. Through playing sports together and being there to support each other in all of our different activities, my friends were able to make everything seem possible, even during the tough times. Our coach, Lance Rinker, always said, even if things don't go our way, we have to control what we can, which is our attitude and our effort. And having this mentality, both as a student and an athlete, has shown me that controlling what you can is a way of being positive while still being motivated by your goals. But the crucial piece of getting to wear this cap and gown and share this special moment with my classmates and loved ones is learning how to buckle down and get things done. Some people that are here today may have hated every second that they spent inside these walls, but nobody that is walking this stage today is a quitter. We may have failed, gotten discouraged, anxious, or depressed, but to earn the privilege of being here today, you had to have put the necessary effort in to set yourself up for success. Everyone here had to take a path to the end of their senior year, and even though we may have traveled on different roads to get here, through good times and bad, our destination was the same, and you should all be proud of that. Thank you. And please welcome back our Vice Principal, Mr. Eric Freeman, to the podium for the introduction of the LHS State Champion A Cappella Choir.
I think Mr. Sunderman said it. We would definitely like to see Director Kevin Durfee and his state championship a cappella choir come join us, please. Thank you again, Cassie and Kevin, and our state championship a cappella choir. Well done. It's my privilege to introduce the honorees of the Grande High School class of 2023. This year, the graduating class has 14 students who have earned the distinction of achieving 4.0 grade point average every semester for the past 4 years and the title of valedictorian. Their accomplishments are distinctive, not only because they are a very talented and intelligent group of seniors, but because of their determination to rise up and their potential. Our honorees are students who have set goals. They've worked diligently for 4 years. They've made personal sacrifices, and they've never lost sight of their goal, even through personal challenges that we all face that even in these times can be unsurmountable. Looking at the students who we recognize, I see young people who have excelled in the classroom. I also see students who have made great contributions to their school and their community. These students have represented LHS in athletics, in state competitions, and in our school's CTE programs, and in school clubs, as well as school organizations. They have demonstrated leadership while at LHS, and I've watched last week while this senior class enjoyed a senior awards ceremony, and many of them walked up and down the stage multiple times to receive award after award and scholarships, and it was impressive. It is apparent that this group of students is committed to excellence not only in the classroom, but in all aspects of their lives. So we salute the 2023 honorees for their academic excellence and achievement, and we wish them well in their future endeavors. Congratulations, seniors and valedictorians. If you would please hold your applause until all of the valedictorians have been introduced. And also, would the families of the valedictorians be sure to grab one of the hanging pots that you see here before you do leave today. So will the following students please come to the front of the stage as I call your name. Rosie Aguilera, daughter of Tina and Travis Smart. Hannah Hampton, daughter of Chad and Jennifer Hampton. Carly Jensen, daughter of Dane and Cammie Jensen. Bi-Young Kim, daughter of Mr. Kim and Dr. Kim. Marissa Lane, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rob and Carrie Lane. Colette Lavart, daughter of Corey and Heather Larbick. Haley McCall, daughter of Michael and Kathleen McCall. Elisa Moy, daughter of Steve Moy and Quinn Yu. Tegan Knoll, daughter of Glenn and Heather Knoll. Landon Perry, son of Shay and Mary Perry. John Remley, son of Shannon and Mike Remley. Owen Rinker, son of Lance and Missy Rinker. Jay Scow, son of Doug and Angie Scow. Braden Sudbrock, son of Nellie and Corey Sudbrock. Please join me in a round of applause for all 14 of these well-deserved fine students. Valedictorians, please be seated. I would like to welcome the valedictorians in Group 1 for the presentation of their speeches, and we will start with Carly Jensen.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations to the class of 2023. Woo! It has been 5 years of grade school, 3 years of middle school, and 4 years of high school that has led us to this moment. Instead of looking to the future or reminiscing about the present, we want to remind you, class of 2023, of the good times that have guided us to our successes and the accomplishments that we have achieved today, such as getting through middle school, the awkward stage of life when everybody had to be too cool, then continuing to high school and going through the pandemic, learning how to cope with COVID and online classes, such as doing PE with our cameras on and our families being home trying to figure it out too. Big kudos to teachers, staff, coaches, and parents. The good thing that came out of distance learning is we learned that we can do what we set our minds to. We all managed to get through it together. Additionally, I want to thank my peers and classmates for also supporting me in making my time through school a pleasure. Thinking back on my high school career, I was always smiling and having a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Time does fly fast when you are having fun. I will always remember and miss the laughter in the hallways and the welcoming smiles in the classroom. I will cherish the memories forever. I know the class of 2023 will do great things. Thank you.
Our lives have been shaped by so many, and we wanted to take just a few minutes to recognize a few of the people that have positively impacted our lives over the past 17 to 18 years. These thank yous are on behalf of many of the students of the class of 2023. The first person I would like to thank is Carla Arnold. Mrs. Arnold has had an incredible amount of influence over the course of many, many years. She has impacted me, as well as many of my fellow classmates, more than I could have imagined. She has been at the root of my remembering the good times moments, as all of the opportunities she has provided me have been invaluable. Mrs. Arnold is such an inspiration, and I am honored to have known her for the majority of my life. She has pushed me to be the best version of myself, and she has given me countless opportunities, for which I will be forever grateful. I would be a very different person today if not for Mrs. Arnold, and I am so thankful for her influence and who I have grown to become. The second teacher I would like to express my gratitude for is Kevin Lair. Mr. Lair was there for many of us during one of the most difficult, awkward times in a student's life. Middle school was rough, but Mr. Lair was a part of our lives that made us laugh and gave us endless advice, one piece being more cowbell. The horse video will forever be with us with all of its great lessons. Our lives were changed for the better by that video. Mr. Lair offered us so much encouragement and gave us inspiration to be ourselves. Lego robotics, while chaotic, was pretty great too. Thank you, Mr. Lair, for being Mr. Lair. We have not forgotten you yet, so your chances of being remembered in the future are looking pretty good. Thank you for supplying us with an endless amount of good times. For one moment or another, these times will sustain us when nothing else will. Thank you.
For those who don't know me, I'm a pretty cheesy person. I've been using that skill to tell the K&J Cafe a horrible dad joke almost every day of my junior and senior year. These are moments that I will appreciate and look back on fondly. Through these puns, I was able to bring Josette and Christy something to enjoy, even if it was as small as a terribly punny joke. So thank you, Josette and Christy, for allowing me to eat loads of food, bring small pieces of joy daily, and to make you guys laugh, chuckle, or shake your head in disappointment at how bad the joke was. To all of the staff members that helped at the cafe and the custodians that made sure our school was a clean and safe environment for us students, thank you. It's a hard job, and it's one that doesn't get enough recognition. So thank you, again and again. And I also can't appreciate all of the good moments if I didn't mention Miss Balza. It's been a fun ride these past years I've known her. She is an outstanding teacher that gets the class engaged, usually through humorous means, to successfully teach her students. She is a strong-headed individual that truly cares for others, even if she may disagree. And I could go on and on about all of the funny yet questionable moments in AP Literature, but what happens in AP Lit stays in AP Lit. Balza has made my, and many others' senior year so much better through her class, and I am grateful for that, because senioritis hit hard. A lot of people want to see you succeed, Balza, so I wish you all the best at your new job at Baker, and I hope you don't forget us. Thank you, Balza.
On behalf of my fellow valedictorians, I too would like to share with you some members that we are greatly privileged to have in our years here at school. Thank you, Mrs. Hovekamp, my AP Calculus teacher that led us through the journey of mathematics during our senior year. While yes, calculus in of itself was a rather challenging subject for a lot of us, she never failed to show a great amount of care and thoughtfulness for our busy lives, as well as giving us many opportunities to succeed while we continue to learn from our mistakes. Thank you for taking the time to teach us this material so that we can pass our AP exams, and even throwing us a pizza party that day so that we can take some time to recover, because oh boy, did we need it. We wouldn't have been able to get this far without your help and support. And of course, many of you may know me as the new kid that came to Grande High School not too long ago. And here at a new school, I could not forget to give my thanks to the counseling office, who were one of the first people who had helped me adjust here and took me under their wing. Being the first student aide for the counseling office, I had created memories there that I'll forever cherish. So I thank you, Mrs. Doobie, Mrs. DeLong, Mrs. Yates, Mrs. Ford, and Mrs. Hayden and the Career Center, as well as our previous registrar, Mrs. Victoria Andrews, for all the care that you have given me. It was because of the counseling office that I was able to get this far, and I'll be eternally grateful for all of you. Thank you.
I never thought that I would be in this position today, but since I am, I have a few people that deserve recognition. Elementary school was definitely a challenging time for many, but for a teacher just starting her career, I've got to thank Mrs. Leonard. For teaching one of the most craziest and universally diverse group of children, a 4th and 5th grade split class, Mrs. Leonard was one of the most personal and intimate teachers that I ever had. She would always keep us updated on her family, but also carried the competence in order to contain such a chaotic class. Having her as a teacher was truly the beginning of creating the person that I am today. Never really being the talkative or humorous kid growing up, she taught me the importance of being able to let yourself go at times. But before I leave, I cannot forget to thank not only our senior class advisor, but also the reason why we have made it here today, Mrs. Moore. Having her as a teacher was not only enriching for its difficulty, but also the tremendous amount of patience she had for our 7th period class. Her class allowed me to slow down and focus when life would get stressful. She showed constant care for us and provided us with every tool that we will be needing in this next chapter of our lives. Not only is she the kindest and most generous teacher to have, her contribution to this school is eternal. I hope her love of teaching and educating others will carry on for many years to come, as she is an inspiration to us all. I am in constant gratitude for you, Mrs. Moore. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to a few teachers who really helped me through high school. First, Jesse Wright. He was my JV basketball coach sophomore year and was incredibly tolerant of my terrible skills, though oddly put off by my constant smile. I am thankful to him for all of the nonsense and shenanigans he has put up with since, including a recent Jell-O incident, and for allowing me to manage the basketball team my junior and senior year. I have so many wonderful memories of the team and the coaches, from being called Meatloaf to commandeering practice from time to time. It was worth every penny I was paid. Jesse, thank you for teaching me history and humor. The next teacher I'd like to thank is Mr. Desjardins, better known as DJ. He is probably 50% of the reason that I'm able to stand here today. I'd like to thank him for being so patient with me when I'd incessantly ask questions in chemistry and physics, and for entertaining all of my hypotheticals. Thank you for the skateboarding lesson as well. DJ, because of you, I feel more confident going into college because of the life lessons you've taught me and your unending persistence at making me a better student and person. Thank you for teaching me chemistry and compassion.
Class of 2023, congratulations on reaching one of life's biggest milestones and overcoming much adversity to get here. Our one-of-a-kind high school experience has enabled us to create unforgettable and irreplaceable memories that we will cherish forever. We are a strong class and a powerful generation that is capable of so much. Although living through a pandemic while in high school wasn't ideal, I believe that we were created to take on such challenge. I would like to thank all of my family, friends, teachers, and coaches who have helped me in one way or another get to this point here today. Thank you for all of the support and kindness. I would also like to give a special thank you to my grandpa, who has been my biggest supporter my whole life and who has taught me the power of hard work. Thank you for being my forever best friend. I couldn't have accomplished this on my own. Though there are far too many individuals to thank, on behalf of all 14 valedictorians, we would like to thank our families, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and beyond. We couldn't have made it this far without you guys. Thank you for everything, and cheers to remembering the good times.
I'd now like to invite Ms. Balsa to talk about why it matters.
Hi, guys. Give me a sec. Okay. It is truly a pleasure to be invited to speak today, even if my initial reaction was to ask if the senior class wanted to see me publicly vomit, and if it was maybe payback for all the essays I've made you write. I hope this day is one you remember all too well. I hope you also remember all too well that it has been an honor and a privilege to teach you and see you all grow over the last 4 years. I have loved my time with you, whether that was teaching you Animal Farm, trying to teach you about ancient civilizations through a computer screen, spending countless hours on yearbook spreads, or watching you get into a heated debate about what poem should win our Poetry March Madness. One of the first texts you read in English 9 was the Odyssey. As we prepared to read it, we talked about the hero's journey. As much as I want to believe you have every step of the journey memorized from September 2019, I'm a realist. The steps are the ordinary world, the call to adventure, refusal of the call, entering the unknown, meeting your mentors, the test, supreme ordeal, the reward, the return home, and master of two worlds. We talked about this journey as happening on two levels: the literal, or what can be seen and felt, and the metaphorical, or why it matters. For these last 4 years, you have been on your own hero's journey as you made the high school a part of your world, had your call to adventure with virtual learning, initially refused that call by keeping your cameras off in Google Meets, entered the unknown as we returned to school, found mentors and those around you that you could trust and look up to, and are about to earn your long-awaited material reward with your diploma. In the course of the last 4 years, you have been tested numerous times, such as having your phone confiscated so a certain teacher could win a cell phone competition. Hand it over. Being forced to listen to Taylor Swift's 10-minute version of All Too Well multiple times in a row for multiple days in a row. Getting into an argument about the dress code. Struggling to stay awake while reading a book for school. Filling out numerous prearranged absence forms, losing important documents, and the list goes on. You've also overcome your own personal supreme ordeal, the obstacle that you thought would block you from forward progress. The fact that you are here today means you persevered, even when it felt like the odds were stacked against you. In the process, you have also earned your metaphorical reward and become better people, learning how to stand up for yourself and issues you believe in, speak your opinions in ways that foster discussion rather than hurt feelings, and how to adapt to changing circumstances. Even more importantly, your confidence has grown, you've taken on new challenges, and learned that you matter in this world. As a hero's journey ends, there is a return home and master of two worlds. This is where you get to celebrate your milestones, reflect on where you have been and where you are going, hopefully enjoying a much-deserved rest. After this break, you will get a chance to embark on your next journey, for a hero's journey is never really done, but rather a series of challenges and rewards that make life worthwhile. For some of you, this journey means packing up to go to college, leaving for boot camp, attending a trade school, or working full-time as you test the waters of adulting. As you get ready to start this next journey, I want you to keep a couple of things in mind. You all know that I love me some Taylor Swift, and I would apologize to all. Oh, and now your phone is really going off. I would apologize to all the classes that listened to any number of variations of her songs, but you all know I'm not sorry. One of my favorite lyrics that Swift sings is, "Never be so polite you forget your power. Never wield such power you forget to be polite." It is easy to forget both things, but I urge you to know and acknowledge your power and influence and to own your actions, practicing kindness even when the circumstances might be difficult. However, and this might surprise some of you, as much as I love Taylor Swift, one of my favorite songs is actually a Mumford & Sons song called "Below My Feet." In it, there are two lines that I have loved and tried to embrace. "Let me learn from where I have been, keep my eyes to serve and my hands to learn." I hope you have learned in your last 4 years with us, whether that's how to craft a theme statement, that A squared plus B squared equals C squared, or that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Sorry, science teachers, that's all I actually remember from high school. As you move forward, I also want you to keep that second line in mind. Keep your eyes to serve and your hands to learn. I revisited a favorite graduation speech of mine as I prepared my own, and it led to a pretty heated discussion the day we read it in English 10 that has stayed with me. In it, the speaker, David McAuliffe, posits that no one can be special if everyone is special. The discussion that day revolved around McAuliffe's message, if it was true, and if the message fit the occasion. The message that has stayed with me, though, is when he talks about the need for serving because it is what you want to do, and the need for learning because it is what you want to do. and that our individual motivations are the things that make us unique. Why you do things matters just as much as what you do, because after all, a hero's journey only begins once the hero chooses to begin, and they embrace the challenges of the unknown. For those of you who sat in AP Lit with me, we learned that you can't separate a character's actions from their motivations. In your book, we talked about ideas of journalistic integrity and the need to do the right thing, even if it's hard and even if no one is watching. Once again, picking the hero's path. I encourage you to remember that there is a sense of wonder that remains when you keep your eyes open, seeing the world not only for what it currently is, but what is possible through your own hard work and motivation to do more and be better than you were yesterday, a choice you get to make every day. As Jane Eyre once said on her own hero's journey, "I am no bird and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." I encourage you to exert your will, find what makes you passionate in life, listen to some T. Swift when you need to, keep reading, and let no net ensnare you. Okay. I would like to now welcome the valedictorians in Group 2 for the presentation of their speeches.
For some that don't know, Miss Balls is sadly leaving us. She's teaching in Baker next year, which sucks, a GOL rival. But if anyone can pull off purple, it's definitely her. You will be missed. You truly change lives. I was lucky enough to have Miss Balls in my freshman year and my senior year, where in my senior year, Jace, John, and I got robbed in the championship of that poem bracket. By the way, our poem totally won. Still pretty upset about that, but I think that we should all give her a round of applause. She's done great work, and I know that she can turn things around over there. Over the years, there have been countless people that have greatly impacted our lives and instilled essential values within us. We'd like to share them with you in hopes to pass on the things that are near and dear to us. The world seemed to end in 2020. I, along with most, was lost and frustrated, as well as quarantined. I found myself anxious about the future and unsure of the past. During this time, I turned to my family for comfort and guidance. Sadly, this is when I found out that my grandfather had pancreatic cancer. For the next several weeks, we talked every morning. Time and time again, he assured me that this was a part of the Lord's plan and that he was happy to be living as Lord God intended. I became angry and distraught with God, asking, why him? Why would you punish a man who has devoted his life to you? I was lost in a sea of anger and devastation. As the weeks passed, Papa Rich's voice became weaker and weaker, but his attitude remained steady, saying he believed in the Lord's plan. His faith shined bright through the pain, and even when he could barely speak, I still received a phone call every morning, even if it was just to say, I love you. One morning, I was greeted by a strong and cheerful voice. Papa Rich explained that God was good and that I shouldn't be angry or worried. Regardless of what happened next, he told me to have faith and gave me a Bible verse to reflect on. 1 Corinthians 16:13, which reads, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. He ended the call with the classic, I love you always, grandson. That was the last call I got to share with my grandfather. Richard Rinker's faith in the Lord, in himself, and those around him led him to live a great life as a father, as a husband, and as a grandfather. My grandfather and how he lived his life inspires me still and has bolstered my faith. Thank you.
All right. So some of you may know, Mac was my football coach for the past couple of years, and he was great at comparing football to life. He always used to tell us that we have to embrace the suck. He wanted us to thrive even when life was hard, and life could be difficult a lot, especially when you forgot to get the footballs out for practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we would run a lot. At first, I just thought he was a mean football coach, but in the end, I learned how difficult times can bring you together. Mac taught me to embrace the sucky times, and I did this by sticking by my teammates. During school, I was supported by others the whole time. I couldn't have accomplished this without them. Life can be difficult sometimes, but having family and friends you can count on makes it so much easier. Thank you, Mac.
For the past couple of years, I've had the opportunity and honor to assist in the home care of my former elementary school principal, Bruce Cavan. As many of you know, Mr. Cavan was struck by a car while riding his bike to work a number of years ago, this resulting him in being restricted to a wheelchair. Although events of past years have affected Mr. Cavan's life, he is still one of the most driven and hardworking people I know, with roles within our community, this school board, and working hard with therapists to progress his life, health, and fitness. My time of many nights and mornings spent with Mr. Cavan has taught me the importance of perseverance and never letting adversity hold you back from the joys and continuation of life. Through all the struggles of daily life and effects from both the accident and time that has passed, I have never once seen Mr. Cavan down on himself, without a smile, or working hard to be invested in not only the lives of me, but his family and all of the members of this community. From all of these observations and lessons I have learned, I have been able to transfer them both into my school and home life. I now idolize the idea of not letting a problem hold me back from achieving my goals within the classroom or relationships with my family and all those around me, thus allowing me to enjoy the aspects of life no matter the situation or experience I am progressing through. There'll never be enough words to encapsulate my gratitude for my relationship with Mr. Cavan and all that he has taught me through my value of perseverance. Thank you.
One of my biggest inspirations in both my education and my life was my great-grandpa, Don Hampton. He was able to earn his success through dedication and hard work. Don only achieved an 8th grade education. However, he was able to overcome the barrier of education and create a successful business. He was also one of the most caring people I've ever known. Don created the Hampton Family Trust so that each of his grandchildren could attend college and earn the education that he was unable to. He worked hard his entire life and has inspired me to do the same as a student. I know that if I put my mind to it and put in the effort, I will be able to accomplish great things. I appreciate everything he accomplished during his lifetime and all it has done for my family and me.
Throughout the past 4 years of high school, I have participated in many activities and sports, but none of them could compare to the mental and physical difficulties of wrestling. Many people wonder why someone would ever put themselves through something that causes them as much pain and suffering as wrestling. Although it might be hard to understand, I will always be grateful for the lessons I learned from the sport of wrestling and from my coach, Chloe Carson. He never went easy on us. There were some practices where it seemed like half the team would faint before it was over, but we always made it through. I remember him telling us that he cared too much about us to go easy on us. The pain that came from being pushed farther than I thought I could instilled within me confidence and strength that I will always be grateful for.
The past couple of years, my mother has been dealing with a major setback. My mother had a spiral tibia fracture throughout her left leg, a severe injury that has crippled her for a portion of her life. She has struggled with countless surgeries and attempts to speed up the healing process. My mother was left struggling to walk, keep up with housework, care for her children, struggling to figure out if she'd be able to hike, run, bike, or do any of the activities she once participated in ever again. But the struggle didn't stop her. We'd find my mom moving around the house the best she could, preparing meals, cleaning, organizing, getting my younger siblings out of bed and ready for school. She continued her substitute teaching, her photography business. She even continued working out and doing therapeutic exercises to help strengthen her leg. My mom had every reason to lay in bed and do nothing. to give up hope of trying to work out or exercise regularly ever again. But she didn't. She didn't give up. She pushed through the pain of her broken leg. She maintained her discipline. She had the discipline to keep her body in shape, the discipline to work through the pain of re-strengthening her leg. She had the discipline to keep caring for herself and her family. She taught me not to give up, to have the perseverance and discipline to get back up on your feet, because life is hard, and the trials and the next steps in life won't come easy.
Coach Sam Brown impacted me in ways that can't be confined to the game of soccer. Not only did he help my team build skill, strength, and endurance, but also learn the love of the game. Through his coaching philosophy grounded in love, humility, and integrity, I fell in love with the creativity, teamwork, and discipline of playing to win for real as one. This caused a shift in my motivation and attitude towards practicing and training, helping me to grow into a great player, but it was never confined to the field. I now think of Sam's words often, and they've led me to become a better person overall. I'm thankful that Coach Sam taught us how to apply the ideas of discipline, teamwork, and many more to life, and helped us to become more united in love for each other and for the game of soccer. It was powerful for us as a team, and it will do the same in the future as we go our separate ways. Inspired by our experiences, we'd like to encourage the young to have
faith, as written in Hebrew 1:11. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the convictions of things not seen.
Family, stay together, stay connected, and rely on each other.
Perseverance, through all adversity, enjoying everything that life has to offer.
Dedication, work for it, earn it, live it.
Grit, work harder than you thought possible, and you will find no limits.
Discipline, despite the circumstances, don't give up.
and love with all you have to all you can. But we encourage you to do the same. Please welcome LHS Vice Principal, Mr. Freeman, back to the podium.
A big congratulations again to our 14 valedictorians this year. You guys may return to your seats, please. Okay. Superintendent Mendoza and board member Randy Shaw, as the vice principal of Grande High School, I certify that these seniors sitting before you, the class of 2023, have met all of the standards of graduation as required by the state of Oregon and the school board of the Grande School District, and are now ready to receive their diplomas. Graduating class of 2023, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
Delamay Abram. Jocelyn Abrams. Rosie Aguilera. Gladys Alfrippi. Jarrett Armstrong. Tanya Thorne. Elijah Baldwin. Corbin Berry. Eli Bicenius. Rogan Black. Hayden Blagg. Quinlan Bohannon. Brianna Brown. Keller Bushman. Casey Cadwell. Kaylee Carpenter. Trinity Chamberlain. Haven Clark. Joshua Collins. Thomas Conklin. Gwyneth Cooper. Jocelyn Cooper. Jacob Crandall. Nora Cruz. And Daniel Christ.
Caden Kreitz. Izaro Cuerdo. Mason DeYoung. Yara De La Sada. Tavis Dixon. Addison Dunlap. Weston Durfee. Zachary Ekstrom. Jesus Escamilla. Caden Fairless. Taunts Febro. Emily Flannery. Zoe Ford. Luke Fredericks. Mandy Galindo. David Gislaso. Ross Goebel. Kyle Golden. Delia Golzo. Jocelyn Hafer. Christian Hale. Hannah Hampton. Sonora Hansel. Kyla Hatfield. Ava Hedden.
Anna Heidemann. Carson Hendrickson. Amy Hernandez. Kaylee Hibbert. Tristan Hickey. Austin Higgins. Brielle Hood. Chaz Howard. Isaac Hubble. Riley Huddleston. Jared Isaacson. Ethan Jacobson. Haley Jeffries. Peyton Jeffries. Carly Jensen. Keyshawn Jones. Ryan Jones. Nada Kamnulak. Byung Kim. Marissa Knight. Marissa Lane. Colton LaRue. Colette Larvick. Brendan Lundell. Kiara Martinez.
Anna Martin. Gage Matheson. Haley McCall. Bryant McCrae. Noah McAmoyle. Mason Miles. Lachlan Miller. Armando Morales Goodnight. Brady Morgan. Danny Moutsinides. Elisa Moy. Caleb Murray. Liam Murphy. Ari Meyer. Caden Nelson. Tegan Knoll. Brooke Ogard. Haley Pedro. Bryson Penaloza. Chase Pennington. Landon Perry. Samantha Perry. Malachi Peters. Sophia Petty. Megan Pinkerton.
Sage Post. Jacob Preator. Alexis Price. Jocelyn Reagan. Summer Ray. John Rimley. Ethan Remicat. Connor Riggs. Tyrus Ryanez. Owen Rinker. Jaden Robinson. Luisa Hocomelo. Justin Rolfe. Alexis Ross. Evelyn Ryder. Morgan Reinierson. Giselle Sanchez. Chloe Schlott. Jace Scow. Lane Scott. Madeline Seidel. Cole Schaefer. Bowden Shankles. McKenna Shorts. Stuart Siders.
Bryce Smith.
Paul Smith. Trinity Spry. Jameson Stenkamp. Madison Stenkamp. Lane Stevens. Braden Sudbrock. Jack Sunderman. Annie Sweet. Garrett Thorpe. Samuel Chachas. Braden Tucker. Ryan Vanderzanden. Hugo Venuto. Lisbeth Reyes Villagomez. Sharina Ward. Riley Weimer. Meyer Whitmore. Logan Williams. Tyler Williams. Madeline Williamson. Luca Willens. Rogan Willens. Ava Wolf. Levi Ryan Youngblood. And Gabriel Zamora.
One important reminder to all audience members, we ask that you honor our graduates by standing at your seats until all of our staff and graduates have been allowed to leave. Graduates will meet their families at the lawn outside the main auditorium here, auditorium doors. And also, just as a reminder, we do have flower baskets in front of the stage. They're right here, and those for the families for our valedictorians. And those can be picked up immediately following the ceremony. There is also a flower basket for Superintendent Mendoza and Board Member Randy Shaw. Class of 2023, would you stand, please?
All right, let's do this, guys. Please join us in turning your tassel to the left, signifying that graduation is complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 2023 LeGrand High School graduates. Everyone was looking at me like this, so I just went. I think the camera's on. I feel like we're talking about something serious here. So business, not It's just grass. It's just grass. of here.